guys, Chris here with Crystal Fine Art. Hey, I've been playing lately, and I did this funny, goofy abstract where I took like these dime store butterflies and glued them on, put a bunch of texture on here, did a bunch of painting. I was going to add some figures here, but I was going, oh, leave it alone, leave it alone. So I said, okay, but there's a heart underneath here. And I wanted it to be really striking gold. I had bought some gold spray paint. It wasn't what I expected. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do some gold leaves. So what I did was I put strategically placed glue, put the gold leaf over it. It says wait an hour. And there's a couple pieces up here. So now is the fun part. I get to dust it away and see what it looks like underneath. So let's do that. Okay, so basically I put the gold leaf on over the adhesive. Now this adhesive is acrylic adhesive, and I am reading that if you want to do it over oil paint, you have to use an oil-based adhesive. I'm still researching that. Anyway, this is acrylic and it should be fine. And you need a really soft bristle brush. This one's soft. I don't know if it's soft enough. We'll find out. This one is super duper soft. I might start with this one. And then of course I have this one for edges and stuff like that if there's something stuck in between. This is pretty hard, so I'm not going to use it much. And of course my trusty dusty Q-tip, which I always use for everything. So you ready? Let's have a look and see what this looks like. Okay, so I pretty much got most of the residue off the heart. I'm going to check real careful to make sure every part is adhered, because what I don't want is little flakes coming off later. Of course, I'm going to varnish the living daylights out of this so that nothing's going to come off. But it looks pretty cool. Now, another thing I can do, if I consider this too garish, too bright, too gold, I can go over it. This is one thing that I learned in my Milan Art Institute mastery program. I can go over it with a little bit of an oil wash, like a super thin, transparent color that tones down the gold and adds a little bit of color. It could either be like maybe a super shiny blue, or there's a rose red, which would be lovely on this here. Now I'm going to do these bits, and then we're going to look at it and see what it looks like when we're done. Just random shapes. I just put some glue down. I just was like, you know what, let's put some glue down and see what happens with these shapes. And there's no rhyme or reason to the ones up in this corner other than let's just grab some attention. Obviously this paintbrush is not going to be in a really great shape when I'm done. Good thing it's a cheap one. Okay, now let's take a look. Get all the dust off. Wow. What a difference just a little bit of gold leaf makes down here and up there to kind of add a little pop to this goofy little abstract that I did with these dime store butterflies. I really like how this came out. And definitely jump in and do some gold leaf. It's way fun.